Hello, my name is T-Bone and welcome to my guide for banking in Old School RuneScape for new players. To find the first bank easily accessible for a new player, click the mini-map and you'll see that there is one located inside of Lumbridge Castle inside of Lumbridge City. So, find yourself on the map with the rotating mark and head towards Lumbridge Castle. If you're lost, there is another way. You can use the mini-map to find a way back to Lumbridge Castle, or you can take advantage of the teleport option. The teleport option is where you click the spell book, and by clicking the spell book, you can use what is called the home teleport. So let's take a look at that now. So here's the home teleport button. So you click that and your character will draw a circle around him, sit down and begin reading a book. This means that the spell is being cast and you're going to teleport back to where your home is. For new players, this is always in Lumbridge. So you teleport right in front of Lumbridge Castle and head west going inside. Now as you can see where the icon is, there is no bank on the first floor or ground floor if you're from the UK. So let's right click the stairs and go up them. We're going to see that there is a dining room and a kitchen which has different uses and will be explained in another video. As you can see, there is a bedroom and another bedroom. So let's go to the third floor and go to where I clicked. There is a bank booth and there is the bankers. You can click on either of these to access your bank account as such. So first, click the deposit inventory button with the bag. Everything in your inventory on the right hand side is going to go directly into your bank account. Now let's click the deposit worn items button. If you notice, the items being worn, the sword and the shield, now go into the bank. You can see your character is no longer wearing these items because you clicked the deposit items worn. Click the magnifying glass to search for items. You can search for a sword, you can search for runes, you can search for many different things. You can right click and equip them while you have the inventory and bank tab open. From there, we're going to talk a little bit about tabs. You can take your axe and move it up on the plus signal. Then you can do the same with your pickaxe. You can do the same with your small fishing net. You can do the same with your bucket, and you can do the same with your pot to make a tab for all of your skilling methods. You can do the same thing for items. You can move it into categories based on melee and ranged, or you can also do it for one thing of combat. So let's do that now. We're going to do this for runes. We're going to put all of our runes in a single tab for our magic, and then we're going to do the same for our combat as well. Great job. Now let's drag our shrimp into a plus sign, our bread into the same tab, and now we have a food tab. Great job. Now we're starting to see our bank is starting to look very nice and neatly organized. We're going to drag that sword to the arrows so we have everything organized by weapons, skilling, runes, and food. So finding items within your bank now becomes incredibly convenient. So let's talk about withdrawing by quantities. You can withdraw in quantities of 1, 5, 10, and X by selecting it at the bottom of the bank tab. As you can see, we withdrew 1, 5, and 10 earth runes. So when you click on the item in your inventory, it will deposit that many back into your bank. Excellent work. All right, now we're going to talk about noted items. So click noted on the bottom of the screen and click a few items. For this video, I'm clicking the bucket, the pot, and the tinderbox. Now they all come out as noted pieces of paper. If you click your character icon, click the sword and helmet, you'll see that I have 1 kilogram in terms of total weight. Now, we're going to put these items back in the bank and then withdraw them as an item. Make sure the item is clicked at the bottom of the screen, and voila, they're coming out as items. We'll click the same spot once again and take a look at our weight, and voila, we're at 3 kilograms. The amount of weight you have within your inventory and on your character is incredibly important as you travel throughout Gielinor. The heavier items you have, the quicker that your run energy on the right hand side depletes. For the next part of this tutorial, we're going to learn about placeholders. So click on the bank or talk to the banker and open the bank tab. click on the lock. Now we're going to withdraw the sword. We click on the sword and it goes in our inventory, and there's a grayed out spot instead. You click a sword again and it goes back to the placeholder that holds the place for it in your bank. This is incredibly important because if you switch between tabs and you click on the items that have placeholders already set, it will place the item back into the placeholder rather than at the first tab of your bank. Next, we're going to talk about the different types of moving items around in your bank. Now click on the bottom left and make sure we have insert selected. When we do insert, we can move an item into a position and the items to the right will move. If we do swap, we'll swap places, such as with the sword and the shield. This is a way to organize your bank into a way that works best for you, and it's ultimately for you to decide what you want. That's all for this video on banking and an introduction to it in old school RuneScape. Thank you for watching this video. If you could, give it a like, subscribe, comment, and have a nice day.